hello, and happy Friday. And welcome to another exciting episode of A Baby Raising Affair, where we talk everything that has to do with motherhood and just sharing our stories about raising our little ones. My name is Nolo Phiri, yes, the girl next door. And I'm so happy you could join me today. And guys, please join in the conversation. Hit us up with your comments, your likes. Share this conversation with whoever you care about, because that's what we're here for. But most importantly, hit us up on our WhatsApp community line, which is 067 264 7806. The number should be on the screen, and let's connect, guys. Call us up, video calls. Just give us a call. This is what we're here for. We've got exciting guests. We've also got a very exciting topic today. And of course, if you want to brag about your baby, because you know as mothers, we brag so much about our little ones, please, guys, share your 60-second voice notes and videos and send them to that number, so that we can play those videos right here at A Baby Raising Affair. I know some of you guys have sent us some of the cutest videos of your little ones. And we want to share some of those videos right now on Brag About Your Baby. So check this out.
Okay, well, I don't want you to cook for me. I don't care if you shake your head. Give me my cheese.
Mama, man, don't start it, Mama. Please don't start it, Mama. Man, Mama.
James, I'm serious.
Mama, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
James, you're not about to cook nothing. You're not about to waste my cheese.
Touch me.
I'm about to show you.
Don't touch me.
And hold up. Who you think you're playing with?
Mama, I'm trying to cook for you. What you think? You want me to get out?
No, but you're not about to cook. I could cook my own food. James, you're not about to waste my cheese. You don't even eat lettuce. Okay, now give me the cheese.
Okay, Mama. Let me cook for you.
You're not about to cook and you put that lettuce back in my stuff. You serious?
Mama, don't start today, Mama. No, Mama.
No, you don't start it today. I'm not about to do this with you.
I ain't starting it. You starting it today. I'm trying to cook for you.
I don't need you to cook for me, James. I could cook for myself. Don't you pour that cheese in my stuff.
Mama, don't.
James, you don't even know how to make a salad.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I learned myself to do it.
How you gonna learn yourself how to cook a salad? Make a salad. Give me my stuff.
Mama,
James, if you drop my lettuce, you gonna go buy me some more.
Don't start it, Mama. Don't start it, Mama. Don't start it, Mama.
Do it look like I'm playing with you?
Don't start it.
Give me.
Don't start it, Mama.
James, no, I'm serious. Give me my stuff.
Don't start it, Mama, man. Don't start it, man. I ain't playing today.
I'm not playing either because you're trying to waste my food.
I ain't even trying to waste your food. I'm gonna eat this food.
Oh my God. Guys, I swear kids run the household. Like, I promise you, like dropping the cheese and dropping the lettuce. Oh my goodness, these kids are the cutest, guys. Please, we really want to see some of your videos, your little ones doing the craziest things. Brag about your baby here on A Baby Raising Affair to that number that I did say before the video, but in case you forgot it, it's 067 264 7806. And guys, refoneleng, WhatsApp, we're virtual. It's the new normal, okay? So yeah, I'm so excited to introduce our topic for the day. We are talking life after childbirth. Life after baby, guys. I promise you, whether or not you're having your firstborn, your secondborn, your thirdborn, I promise you the experience is always new. There's always something different. There are a lot of questions. People got a lot to say. And that's really what we want to talk about today. But I really have to introduce my guest today. I am so excited with the guest that I have today. Guys, you might know her as like the actress to beat all actresses, ne? To beat all actresses. Ke mo rata. And the one thing that you guys might not know about Samkelo, guys, Samkelo Ndlovu o thegisa jwang, guys. She's one of my favorite people. Please help me welcome Samkelo and Ndlovu to the conversation. But I also have, guys, we also have very, very professional people. We know really nice doctors, formidable doctors. She's also a mother. Please help me welcome Dr. Siviwe Mila.
Thank you so much.
Hey, lady.
Hey, Nolo.
How's it?
We good. How are you?
I'm very, very, very happy it's Friday and you guys are sitting here.
Me too. Me too.
Guys, we are talking life after baby, no? You guys are both mothers?
Yes.
I've just recently given birth to my second baby.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys. But I must tell you. No, you know what? Like guys, in life, since I foster my life. But guys, I promise you, having a baby, whether it's the first time or the second time, it's always an experience, right?
Yeah,
So, tell me, do you remember, like after giving birth, did you push, did you cesarean, whatever? I'm not sure what happened with you, but putting the baby in the car seat, driving home, do you remember those days? What was that moment like for you? Now having this baby that you carried for 9 months, and do you remember what that moment was like?
Of course, I remember. It feels like it was yesterday.
But your baby is. Firstly, let me just say, how lovely is it to give birth to yourself?
I know
She
that
is
really
like a
is a
carbon
photocopy.
copy.
Yeah, she really
Guys.
is. But I still feel like she's just so beautiful that I can't say she looks like me because. I feel-
Omontle.
Omontle,
It's a moyona, Samkelo. Ne? But anyway, just you were saying about coming back home with her.
Firstly, to answer your question, I did not have a natural birth. I had a C-section.
Okay. Did you want to have a cesarean?
Yes, it was an elective C-section.
Okay,
so I'm one of those Google moms.
Okay. Doctor might have something to
they're a
say.
nightmare. I know.
We actually Google everything.
I know.
But that's why you're here.
Well, part of the information age, and it's
definitely.
impossible for me to have fallen pregnant and then just sat there and trusted everything that my gynae was saying. Not that I don't trust her. I mean, she went to school and this is her profession.
For sure.
But I mean, there's things that I want to know for myself, for my own peace and peace of mind.
Okay.
And so as soon as I found out that I was pregnant, because we were trying, found out that I was pregnant, I made an appointment with my OBGYN. I went to see her, and by the time I got there, I had already decided I'm having a C-section.
Okay.
I'm too chicken to have a natural birth.
Really good.
And I am going to be honest with you, I genuinely am too chicken. And
Samkelo,
I know.
surprises me, guys.
I know.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's also because I've experienced natural birth about 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
I watched all my nephews and niece being born.
Yeah.
And
it's an out-of-body experience.
yeah,
Totally.
No.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's unfair. That's my take. It's my take, and everyone can feel I just feel like it's such a tax already on my body.
Yeah.
The entire 9 months. By the time you get to your second trimester, you're just like, oh my God, get this thing out of me.
Oh my God, I thought I was the only one. Yeah.
So by I feel like I've done the work.
Yeah.
I really have done the work.
Yeah.
What else do I need to give to prove
That
that
I'm a
I'm a
mother,
mother? You know what I mean? Like I just feel like no.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like the answer is no.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing it. And so I walked into my OBGYN's office and I sat there and she said, okay, well, you're this many weeks pregnant. And she sat there calculating and she said, okay, well, the baby will come at around this time and around this. And I said, no, the baby will come on this day.
Yeah.
And she said, what do you mean? And I said, well, I'd like to have an elective C-section.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she chuckled. And I said, what are you laughing at? And she said, may I ask why?
Yeah.
And I was honest from the get-go. I said, I'm too chicken to do the real thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's unfair. I mean, labor lasts from 4 to 3 days.
I mean, it's different for everyone. And
4
guys,
hours
please,
to 3 days.
Like,
It's
feel
a
free-
lot.
No,
It's a
guys.
lot.
It's different for everybody.
100%. And that was my experience.
Okay.
And I don't regret it.
Okay.
I'm fine. My kid is healthy. She's
Yeah.
just fine. And then they packed my because I ate my placenta.
Guys, in fact,
wow.
how many of you guys have heard about eating a placenta and that being like actually quite beneficial. And all. Just hit us up. Hit us up. I actually want to know how many people, because it's actually a real trend.
No,
that
yeah.
people. I don't know.
No, but the thing is, after the whole Kardashians did it, like it was a trend, like it blew up.
Is it advisable?
Really? Is
So
it
the thing
because
is,
of
I
them?
mean, it's I think most of the people took it on after the whole. I'm not sure if it was between one of the Kardashians, but like literally insisted.
It's probably
It was Courtney. Yeah, she's
So-
on that holistic
yeah.
tip.
I can't believe we know so
I mean,
much.
like if
I
you
know.
think about it, it's part of your body cell. So everybody that, like, let's say you were getting an amputation of your foot, would you want to eat your foot? Like, it's part of a tissue. And I totally understand the whole nutrition that they go into.
Yeah.
But like from us in a medic point of view, it's not advisable that people do it.
Yeah.
So
And,
did
I
you
mean,
eat it through
yeah.
like a capsule or what?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's called placenta phagy, the
Okay.
entire practice. or thing.
I mean,
I didn't pay too much. Most of the costs went to the logistics. So getting it signed out of theater,
Okay.
coming with that little fridge,
Okay.
and then taking it to the place in the right condition for them
Okay.
to be able to dry it, and then so basically this is my theory, and I feel like I reaped the rewards.
Okay.
That all the nutrients and the nutrients and hormones that I'm giving the baby
Yeah.
while the baby's in my stomach to grow
Yeah.
are all through the placenta.
Okay.
And once you have the baby,
Yeah.
the placenta goes, and then it takes your body about 3 to 6 months or something like that
Okay.
to remake those hormones and those feel-good hormones and all the serotonin and all that all the good hormones that make you
Okay.
feel good. And that's why a lot of women fall into a postpartum depression.
Yeah.
As well as the nutrients.
Okay.
I mean, you can remake your nutrients easily. It's just more about the hormones and the other nutrients. And so this is an ancient practice that Africans have been doing, Japanese people have been doing.
Okay.
Even land mammals do it. Even when land mammals give birth, they eat their placenta. I'm sure you've seen like a dog or an elephant or something.
Okay.
And I mean, the argument is that, oh no, they're eating it because they don't want predators
Okay.
to smell that there's a birth or something. But I ate my placenta. I had so much energy. My baby would wake up at 2 and I'd be like this. I had so much milk.
Something tells
And I
me.
was a happy girl. I was so happy.
Oh my God! You
I
know what?
couldn't
I
explain
feel like
it.
I'm alert, like right now with my newborn,
Yeah.
but it's not because I ate a placenta.
Yeah.
It's just because like we're thinking
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
So I wonder how different it would have been had I had
Yeah.
my own placenta
Yeah,
in my
I was
system.
gymming. I was ready to gym, and my doctor said you can't.
Okay.
You've still got to heal. Blah 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 blah. I was ready.
In fact, I want to talk about the healing. I really want to talk about
Yeah,
the healing because
yeah.
it's actually like a whole journey, right? Especially when you've just been through a cesarean.
Yeah.
Guys, please be a part of the conversation. Okay, we just need to take an ad break. Remember to call us, guys, on 067-264-7806. Hit us up with your questions, your comments. Add to the conversation. That's what we're here for. But for now, let's take an ad break. See you just now.
You are watching Baby Raising Affairs on Palm TV.
Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network.
Hi, my name is Nomsama Dida, the host of Sparkle with Nomsama Dida, right here on Palm TV. Catch me every Tuesday at 11 a.m. See you there.
Work.
Dumelang, my name is Nolo Phiri and you are watching A Baby Raising Affair on Palm TV.
Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network.
Hi, my name is Jackie Pamota and you're watching The Talk on Palm TV.
Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network. Online dating has never been more fun. Make sure you catch Find Me a Date to see your favorite social media stars go on a date to find love or laughs on this crazy, sexy, cool dating show. Airing every Monday, only on Palm TV.
You are watching Baby Raising Affairs on Palm TV.
Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network.
Welcome back. Yes, we are still talking everything baby, but we are specifically talking about life after childbirth. And yes, I still do have my amazing guest with me. Who are you asking is in studio? Well, I'll tell you. Samkelo Ndlovu. And then we also have Dr. Siviwe, Mila, who is also going to just bring us back responsibly into the conversation, right? Guys, don't forget to hit us up with your questions. Don't forget to hit us up with your comments. Be a part of the conversation. Phone virtually. Remo, ne? Guys, Samkelo, you were still saying basically, Hore, when you got home, let's just talk about the experience really, because then everything happens, the healing, the body changes, the leaking, it's just the hormones. What was it like for Wena?
Okay, so now I'm a how do I put it? I follow custom.
Okay.
So I didn't just take my baby and go back to my house in Bryanston.
Okay.
I have to have gone home for 3 months.
Okay.
First. So we
So
went.
you did do the 3 months.
I did do the
So you
3
were at your mom's house. In fact, there's actually quite a lot of questions about that. Hore, did you guys actually follow the traditional 3 months and
I did.
So that's what you were doing.
Yeah. So straight from the clinic, we went straight to my home, my mother's house. We went there and I stayed there for 3 months, and she,
Maternal support.
and she babied me and she fed me and she made sure that I was drinking enough tea and enough fluids
Were
so
you
that I could make
breastfeeding?
I breastfeed and I breastfed, and I was so passionate about breastfeeding.
Really?
And I think it backfired on me because at around 2 months, my baby started rejecting my breast milk. But she would want
to
the
ask
formula.
the doctor about that, because there's a whole myth.
I
Guys,
felt
please just join in.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not this is true, because there's a whole myth about the bigger your breast, the less
It's
the
a myth,
milk.
yeah.
So which for me, like my milk always disappeared, and it was
Yeah.
So it's actually quite, because you want to breastfeed your baby.
Yeah.
I mean, is this myth for real?
Yeah, well, the myth is definitely for real, because if you look at the anatomy of the breast, it's mainly glands, and then after that, the bigger the breast, most of the times it's subcutaneous tissue, what we just call fat.
Okay.
So the whole thing about giving enough milk is that as the child latches on.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole sensory goes back. Okay, let's make more milk, and then it comes down, and then the more they latch,
Okay.
So that's why it's even advisable. The moment your breasts are full, just express or get the baby to suck so that more milk can still come down.
So it doesn't matter whether or not you're an A or you're
definitely.
DP.
No.
It produces on demand, right?
Yes, definitely. Because
Okay.
I'm a A, and
Okay.
I wanted to breastfeed from the word go, and unfortunately I had to go back to work 3 weeks when my baby was 3 weeks.
You?
So yeah, that was just logistics of
my
the job,
goodness,
and
yeah.
also in between contracts, and you don't have maternity leave and all of that.
But that's stressful.
So,
That's very
yeah,
stressful,
so
because
it was
like,
literally pumping
especially
at work.
like when Nasamu, I mean, I'm not sure. Kind of, you were still also acting on rhythm at that time.
Yes, I was still an actress.
What was it like having to go back to, because you're still dealing with your body, you're still dealing with like nursing this little person and keeping it alive.
I know.
Making sure if it just like you're just like, oh my God, is this baby awake?
Yeah.
And then you still have to, while you're getting a grip on that, I mean,
Yeah.
do you feel like that, apart from like dealing with your body change, do you feel like it was a bit of a mind adjustment for Wena?
No, in fact, luckily, I only went back to work. I mean, traditionally, my maternity leave would be 3 months.
Sure, yeah.
But because of how television works, it was 3 months, but it was slightly longer because of story and shooting schedules and all of that.
Yeah.
So I only went back a little bit afterwards, and I had really lost my confidence. I really felt rejected by my daughter, and I remember my therapist calling me by my full name and surname and telling me to relax. She said to me, Samkelo Ndlovu, relax. And I said to her, but what am I going to do with all this breast milk? She said, donate it. And I didn't know anything about that.
And actually that is, so there's a whole company that donates. So in hospitals, we get prems, like some people that even abort their babies.
Yes.
So literally you'll get like 750 grammer, just a small tiny baby that needs the breast milk to get better and to grow quickly. And I mean, donation sites work very well, even for people that have got excess breast milk. So you've got people that freeze it, and then like if you've got enough supply, I would really encourage you to look up the donor, South African donor.
Yes, I would say the same thing. You're
I'm
so
actually
right.
more interested in the depression of like leaving your child, then the whole postnatal depression, because there's a lot of people who are asking about that.
I ate my
For
placenta, so sorry.
so
I don't know. I can't relate.
Sumi _123 wants to know, I've just given birth. My child is about 4 weeks old and she's not sure whether or not she's slipping into a bit of a depression.
Oh, shame.
Shame. So I'm not sure what it is about, but I think we have a caller on the line. Doctor, please help talk us through the postnatal, but let's find out who's on the line. Somebody has a question to ask our guest in studio. Who do we have on the line?
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm about to pop.
Oh, congratulations. And good luck. Good luck.
I'm calling from Botswana.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Oh, thank you guys.
So how far are you, and do you have any specific questions you want to know going into this new phase? This is your first child. Mami?
Okay guys, I have like 5 more weeks to go.
That's a long time, but yeah, you've done well.
That's my 3rd child.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask I struggle with breast milk, okay?
Okay.
It normally comes out around the 3rd day after delivery.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So what advice do you have for me? I tried eating food. I'm always hydrated, but it's just not working.
Okay. Well, luckily we actually have a doctor in studio. I also struggled as well because I had to take these the pills and whatnot, but my body rejected that. So I'm not sure what is the best thing to do in that kind of position.
Okay, so the first thing that you need to know that it's totally normal.
Okay.
And you should just, you should just calm down, and it's not that there's something that you're doing wrong. That's the first thing, because as moms, we always just try to, break down ourselves. And secondly, as what we spoke about earlier, the more you put the baby on the breast, the more the milk will come. Although it's taking the 3 days, just make sure you just continually do it and not give up. But in the meantime, you could just be supplementing with feeds. And we got what we call, feeding specialists. I'm not sure if they have some in Botswana, but definitely they would. So even a consultation with them, even in the way you hold the baby and how you breastfeed, and even how to clean your breast afterwards in your nipple, and make sure that your nipple is not cracked, make sure like everything is going well, even within the nipple region. So it's just those small things, but you're doing well, mommy. Don't think that it's your fault.
Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with formula, trust me.
Definitely.
Thank you so much and good luck. 5 weeks will go by so quickly.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh man, that's actually that's another thing, the formula, breast milk kind of discourse.
Yeah.
Is it okay to give your baby formula? I won't lie. Now I was feeling a little guilty about like supplementing ka formula and whatnot, because I really want to feed my baby breast milk and whatnot. Do you find that that contributes to the postnatal depression? Because that's a huge theme that's coming through our conversation right now.
So
how do you deal with postnatal depression?
So the things, Nolo, especially within the African community, mental health and mental illnesses are not talked about. You know that there was that person who would pick up stuff with schizophrenia and would clever to a point where that type of thing. And unfortunately, there's such a negative stigma to mental health that most of the people don't want to admit that they're going through a tough time, even it be that, you're just not feeling yourself, that you're a bit depressed. But the biggest thing is that you need lots of support as a mom. And you should be able and willing to accept the support. There's nothing wrong with that. You are baking a human being for a whole 9 months. And and the females are the only people that do that. Males don't have that special power.
I want to talk about the male support.
I love that you touched on the fact that females, we need that support as moms after giving birth. And, you know, when I went home, I didn't expect to be so taken care of until I understood that, oh, okay, this is because I actually need to relax a bit. I need to be kind to myself and realize what my body just did.
Yeah.
And then, because at first I used to even tease my mom and say, because she'd bring me food in a tray, then it's lunch, then it's supper. And at first I was just like, oh, this is so nice. I need to have babies more often. but now, looking back in hindsight, it makes total sense that in our African custom, you're required to go home and be taken care of. And we really did take care of that side of things without, you know, verbalizing it or giving it a name. We kind of just did it. And it's important. It's important.
I want to talk about this, especially outside the family maternal support, because I got a Ronalidi partner as well, and they are a big element to the life after giving birth, right? So I want to just touch a little bit about the partnership and whatnot. But guys, thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. We have so many comments, which I will read after the break, but please do not go away. We really have to take an ad break. Cool. See you now.
You are watching Baby Raising Affairs on Palm TV.
Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network.
Hi, this is Pumeza Zalanga. Welcome to The Talk on Palm TV.
Dumelang, my name is Nolo Phiri, and you are watching A Baby Raising Affair on Palm TV.
Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network.
Hi, my name is Ndlovu, the host of Sparkle with Ndlovu right here on Palm TV. Catch me every Tuesday at 11 a.m. See you there.
Hey, you're watching Palm TV. I hope that you have a lot of fun watching Digital Hustler every Thursday, 11 a.m. on Palm TV. I'm going to be sharing with my guest, of course, a lot of good ideas on how you can make your money online, but also how you could become a digital guru just like me.
Only on Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network. Online dating has never been more fun. Make sure you catch Find Me a Date to see your favorite social media stars go on a date to find love or laughs on this crazy, sexy, cool dating show. Airing every Monday, only on Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in to A Baby Raising Affair, guys. We are talking life after childbirth. I still have very exciting guests in studio, and I've very excited because there's so many comments. We have Hasim, we see you all the way from Mozambique, Maputo. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's so much love. Sizi says, I love you ladies. Thank you so much for the topic. There's just so much love, guys. Please be a part of the conversation. Hit us up with your questions if you have any, even if you have any topics you want us to be able to discuss on the show. That's what that number is for, guys. Please send those questions, those topics, and we'll be sure to discuss them in our future episodes. So guys, ladies, we were still talking about support, guys, and the one thing that we never talk about is our partners and the support, because they did not carry the kids for like 9 months, right? But they kind of have to have to be a little bit present. Did you find that you struggle? Because with me, I am a very hands-on mom. Yeah. I'm very hands-on. Definitely. So trusting and bringing my partner close when I feel like you went there and there was no umbilical cord attachment. It's a whole other thing, you know, and I've been always very lucky. I'm very lucky that I have a very supportive partner, but it's not always the case because you don't know how to bring in partners in an experience like that. So did you find that you didn't struggle maybe with that, or what was your experience?
I'm the same as you. I'm a hands-on mother. Yeah. I'm very do-it-myself. It's funny, I'm not exactly a team player, even though my profession is, I'm part of a team. And so I think it became easy for me because it was a gradual thing, because we weren't living in the same house yet. Because I went from the hospital back to my mother's house,
Yeah, the
and
3-month
then
thing,
back
yeah.
to our house.
Yeah.
So now, I think I became comfortable with it gradually because he would come and then he would leave, and then he would come and then he would leave. Whereas going back home, with him to go live with him was different. But I found that he was quite present and hands on, and he had this way of putting her to sleep.
Isn't that annoying sometimes?
very
You're like,
annoying.
it's so natural. And you're
I'm like, how did you do
how
that?
did you do that? Yeah,
How did you do that? Yeah.
Yeah, and you get very
so
like
I'm
touched.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I did have that support at that time, and he was very present. And I mean, they love each other, so I couldn't possibly break them or
So I
break
want
that
to know how
apart.
present were you, because we're talking about the bodies changing and stuff, and then obviously there was a whole relationship before the baby comes. So there was a lot of intimacy, no monate, and what kinds of stuff, and that's why the baby came out. So I find that like going back into the sexual experience is also like a whole other thing, right?
Yeah.
Like your body sexually feels different as well.
Yeah.
Did you find that there was a schism with how your body felt sexually before to after, or was it just like continuation and whatnot?
I think, I speak from a place of privilege because I had a C-section.
True.
I had a C-section, and so nothing really changed down there.
That's true.
It's a little scar and it's under my bikini line. Nobody can see it, and I sometimes I look at it and like now I can't even see it. It's fading, but sometimes I look at it and I'm like, how did a person come out of here?
Yeah.
But my sexual experience afterwards was, oh man, I think I blame that placenta because. Man, I was just a hungry lion. Like, it was bad. I felt so bad for him because it's like, oh,
it's not his fault.
She's asleep. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's like, no, calm down. You need to calm down.
But was it also like a hormonal thing? Do hormones play a part?
Yes.
So, hormones definitely play a part.
Okay.
So I had a natural birth,
Yeah.
and the head came out beautifully, and like the
No
shoulders
stitches,
came
nothing.
out. No, the shoulder came out. Then I had a stitch.
Okay.
And it was a 3rd degree to a point where the muscle and the bit of the vagina tears off. But that felt like a Caesar. Like it took me about 6 to 8 weeks to heal.
Really?
And that is, the Caesar would have just been a bit more perfect like you. Because
Really?
then you
I
have
also
to...
got stitches, but I don't remember it being that hectic
but
with
you
my
have to,
son.
You have to clean. You have to, it has to always just be clean around the
True,
area.
that's
and
very true.
it's just so
Yeah.
sensitive. You just don't want anybody touching it, even just anywhere close there.
Okay.
So, but hormones do play a part, especially with the whole breastfeeding and also the relationship that you have with your partner.
Okay.
Because some people have got difficult pregnancies where something happened within the pregnancy and you just dissociate and like feel like no, you don't want to see this man.
Yeah.
And some people just like, you know what, I need help. Like we made this love baby, so like literally, let's just get into it. So it's very different, and people should not feel bad that their sexual experience is, like, oh, it's not as great as some guys. I'm not a hungry lion, but I mean, it's working through and like speaking about those things because I mean, your partner will tell you that I feel like we have not had sex in the last 3 months, and I mean, for guys, it's a big thing, and for you, just like, so yeah.
No, but
speaking
also,
about
is it
those
not
things.
important not to have the sex in the 3 months, guys? Because apparently you are highly fertile. Or is that a myth?
Yes.
So I mean, definitely you can fall pregnant again. Most
No,
definitely.
but is it a myth that like you are highly fertile during that time, and that's probably why traditionally we had to go home so that we don't chance
and your gynae puts you on contraceptives.
Yeah, I mean, like if you don't want the contraceptives, I mean, some people believe that the more you breastfeed, the more you're not good. Like it's as a contraception. So people use even just breastfeeding as a form of contraception, and it doesn't work.
How?
Really?
Yeah, no. So that's
two different body parts.
No, that the more you breastfeed your baby, if you're breastfeeding more, like I've had women that like, no, doctor, I don't want to get contraception because so they literally want to just stick on breastfeeding.
Wow.
And not have contraception afterwards.
That is new.
That's very
guys,
new.
you learn new things every day. Hey?
But it's a myth, guys. Breastfeeding doesn't make you.
Yes, that's a myth, 'cause it's like-
So, but like it's it's very sad within the medical space that myths literally take time for people to debunk them, and like they literally believe that if you're telling a mother of 4 that just breastfeeding is not gonna make you not fall pregnant, and she's done with the other 3, like she's using reference points, like I've done it.
What are some of the myths, guys, that are like maybe that you've heard, doctor, that somebody comes in and says, my grandmother's telling me that if I eat this thing? What are some of the things that are like, please help us out?
So the biggest one, I'm not sure what you'd call it in Zwana or Pedi, but like umkamo wemfene, that you have to drink it. Wemfene.
Mfene is a monkey.
It's a monkey. So
go to a guy.
So the whole thing, like literally, when people come in about to deliver, they're like, no, but I'm not sure actually what it is. I think it's a mixture of.
I'm very stressed because I don't know what it is. Let's unpack this.
Yes.
I'm very stressed. Okay. The monkey himself is where?
I don't know.
Guys,
I really don't know.
we are so funny as Africans.
But like, so I think in a form, maybe it's just the name, but it's a herbal mixture that they do. So like almost like when they induce you. So if you have not delivered about 40 weeks, then they induce you, and then like for the baby to come, and then they just quicken the cervix. So I think it's something similar, but more on the traditional form and the herb form. So we, unfortunately, as medical doctors, we don't know the active ingredients that's there, and most of the times these women come in and they're bearing down already, but it's not time, and then the kids at times complicate and all of that. So
I still don't understand.
So that like you just quicken like how it's
a hate crime.
That's so interesting. Okay, cool. Wow. You learn new things every day, guys. There's actually quite a lot of.
You have a hard time.
I can't believe I actually haven't
keep hearing all these silly things.
Yeah, but I think it's more sad when it comes to when the babies are born now, and then banally and then babies are late and Sutu, what is it called? Like once more, like they do all the different things that they do, but some of them, as I said, it's not scientifically proven, or like they've not been trialed and she said, okay, what dose is it? Because a different traditional healer maybe at times would say a spoon, another one say a teaspoon.
Yeah.
And then some of these kids come with renal failure and kidney failure and liver failure. Then that's a bit on a sad part, and especially for some of those that don't go through. So
talking about Moya, there's a lot of people asking about the colic thing.
Yeah.
Did you experience the whole colic thing? I mean, personally, I know, like I literally, that's why the breastfeeding thing was a thing for me, because I feel like I induced the colic because there wasn't not enough breast milk, and every time I put her there, she would be sucking more air than milk, and things like that. Do you find that, I mean, what are some of the things? Is colic just a natural thing? Does it just pick its babies? Are there certain things that us as mothers contribute towards, like having a child, our child having colic?
So it's more of a natural process than anything. And I mean, like a pediatrician as well should just tell you what to focus on. I know there's certain drops that they focus on, and certain like even ways of putting the baby to make sure that it's not so bad, and the soothing and the exercises.
When the baby,
especially
oh my God,
and it's normal. The reflex is normal. If I mean like it's a lot, then you're worried. Yeah, but it's like when you're having hiccups. Just think about it like that. It's like when you're having hiccups, so the baby's having minor hiccups, and it's in the form of
so cute.
Did you have anything like that? Nothing.
No, I have no horror stories of those sorts.
You had like your child grew up really nicely.
She was an angel. She was an angel.
Teething, Anna, because teething is also one of the even other questions that people are asking. Like teething
she
is
had
a whole
the teething
thing.
beads, and I mean, she stood up at like 9 months.
Okay.
So I think, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was maybe something in my diet while I was pregnant or what, but I don't remember having a colic, that experience. I don't know it.
You know what? Linton, I hope I'm saying this properly, wants to know, her mom basically saying that Wanaha can basically eat solids at like 3 months.
Let's go
into this.
Let us
wait
get
a
into
minute.
this.
You have to wait for 6 months, because what happens, especially in the rural areas, guys,
But
where
Wanaha
formula,
Khore.
is inaccessible and whatnot, and bajamoto, what is the right thing to do, guys?
It happened to me. Sorry, I know you want
that's
to.
totally fine.
But it happened to me. I had to fight my mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to fight her.
It's a thing, ne?
Because we were in her
Definitely.
house, and
Yeah.
she said, and I remember she said to me, Tina sizomupha mawungekho.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was so hurt. I called my therapist. I was like, "Do you see? This is why I want to leave." And she was like, "Calm down."
Samkelo Ndlovu.
She's like, "Yo, you need to calm
Relax.
down." Yeah. But I was passionate about breastfeeding, and all I wanted to give her was the breast milk. The pediatrician said all she needs is that until 6 months.
Definitely.
And when you think about it, her little digestive system can't possibly take solids yet, and that's why these kids, in my opinion, get all these different sicknesses when they're babies. Sning so rekile harlamansis triples.
Yeah.
So mutlapisa ka ing because ofile ngwana dijo o mo fostile, and it's like agasuti, and it's like, how do you know though? How do you know?
Yeah, but what
How do you
happens
know?
like if you are in an unfortunate position and you can't afford the formula?
So
what do you do,
So
doctor?
okay, so the biggest thing that people should know that the body is very resilient.
Okay.
The body is one of those I mean, like, you'll get people that have been stabbed and are bleeding, and they'll get to hospital, you know. So the body literally makes sure that it takes care of itself. So the same thing happens with kids and small babies. So the whole thing that the breast milk has got everything, enough water, enough nutrients, like everything. Like, there's nothing more supplementary you need to give your baby that, like, you know, just no, rooibos nyana. No, nothing of that. For the first 6 months, that's literally all that they need. And then after that, you can introduce different types of solids. But if you're not able to have breast milk, then that's where, like we suggest, that you have formula. But yeah, the whole thing, and also it leads to children having obesity, the fact that they're fed quite early.
Okay.
And if you're obese as a baby, the chances of you having diabetes and being obese as an adult is quite high. Now we're speaking about like life-threatening conditions that you might have later on, heart attacks and all of those things.
Wow.
So it literally goes a long way to do the right thing in the early, you know, in the early stages.
Well, you heard the doctor, guys. Do the right thing. I know we all have come from different backgrounds. You know, we have different maternal supports. We have Google. All right. But essentially what we really need to do is make sure that we're empowering ourselves with the right information, guys. It's so important that we take the advice, medical advice, particularly, because you can never go wrong with that, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies. We have to wrap up the conversation. You're stunning mothers, and thank you so much for sharing also your stories.
Thank you.
It's been very empowering and very entertaining. Guys, if you have any comments, any questions, any topics you guys want us to kind of tackle here on A Baby Raising Affair, please send them to our WhatsApp community line, which is 067-264-7806. I absolutely love you. Please be kind to yourself and absolutely love your little ones. We will see you next week on Palm TV at 11 o'clock. Ciao for now. Bye.
Palm TV, your #1 social media TV network.